Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. You know Miss Rachel, right? Miss Rachel. I can't stand Miss Rachel. It's not personal though. It's not personal. Maybe it is personal. Maybe it is personal. I don't know why parents let their kids watch Miss Rachel. I just don't get it. I always had a very weird feeling about Miss Rachel. And then you got this dude coming in. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know why we keep giving our kids to these random people. Stop giving your kids to these random people. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. So you know Dylan Mulvaney, right? You know Dylan Mulvaney, America's favorite lady man. Well, really just a man, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, YouTube, don't be tripping on me, YouTube, because YouTube gonna be like, oh, you doing this and that and this blah 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 and this hate blah blah blah, you bigot blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hate on me, YouTube. Just look with your own eyes. Look with your own eyes. You know what this is. Let's stop lying to ourselves. But how does this relate to Miss Rachel? So Miss Rachel is a YouTuber for the kids. I've always been very, very hesitant and very, very turned off by, YouTubers who exclusively make children's content, because at the end of the day, we don't know these people. We don't know their beliefs. We don't know what they're into. We don't know what they do behind closed door. But all we know is that our kids are entertained and our kids are quiet and they're watching TV. And so we don't really think nothing, of it. We just let our kids do their thing. Miss Rachel, and I don't know how they found this. Miss Rachel was on this video. Hold on, I got to replay the video because TikTok be tripping, bro. Okay, let me just replay the video. Now it froze. Okay, I'm sorry. TikTok be tripping sometimes. It just be freezing for no reason. But TikTok, wait, no, it's gone. Is it really gone? Oh, no way. Well, here it is. I found it. I found it. You guys are probably like, Nick, what is going on? What are you saying? Okay, Miss Rachel in the comments, she said, sometime when you're in NYC, you should be on our show. Songs for the littles. We love you. And you're singing. Miss Rachel, you really showing you know what I'm saying? You showing all the cards now. You think that this is good for the littles, Miss Rachel? You think that this should be on your show singing to 2, 3, 4-year-olds, teaching them about what it means to be, I don't even know what it means to be trans. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. How come there's so many people after our children? I think it's because, as the Bible says, children is a gift from the Lord. The Bible tells us that children are a gift from the Lord. If you were the enemy, if you were the devil, just think with me for a second. I know you're not. But if you were, would you not try to attack the gifts of God? Would you not try to get into the mind of children? Would you not try to pervert their minds early? Would you not try to influence them early so that later on in life, they're confused? Later on in life, they don't know what the truth is. They have trouble discerning what the truth is. So as a result, they just do what the world does. And they just follow the customs and the beliefs of the world. Would you not try to implement that strategy into the minds of children? And this is what we're seeing happening right before our very eyes. And Miss Rachel is probably, besides like Blippi, and Blippi is another one of the weird ones. Blippi, I feel like he might have some secret cases. I don't know about Blippi. I don't know about any of these, exclusively children YouTubers. They just make me very uneasy. But Miss Rachel is probably one of the most notable ones that everybody knows about. Why are you promoting and advocating to cause confusion in the minds of children? And also, I don't even know if this is true or not, so this is just complete speculation. But I think I came across an article at one point in time that said that children who listen to Miss Rachel, like on a weekly basis, are more vulnerable to having speech problems in life, which is very interesting because I think the whole thing with Miss Rachel is teaching kids how to, speak better and articulate and how to read and stuff like that. But I think when you have that much screen time that early as a child, it hinders your ability to be social and it hinders your ability to interact with people in real life. And there's so many parents who just give their kid the phone, give their kid the iPad, give their kid the remote, and just walk away. It's like there's so many parents who just treat their children like a crock pot. It's just like set it and forget it. Like turn the TV on and go walk away. Let me go do my work. I gotta get on a Zoom call. Just go, Miss Rachel gonna watch you for a second. And then before you know it, you got Dylan Mulvaney on the screen teaching your kid, teaching your daughter, teaching your son how to be a daughter, or teaching your daughter how to be a son. And y'all don't even know that's going on because you have so much unwavering trust in Miss Rachel to raise your children. You know what's crazy? We were at what's it called? It's some restaurant. I forget the name of it. What's it called? I forget the name of the restaurant. But we went to breakfast. We had a doctor's appointment. I went to the doctor for the first time in literally 12 years. And he said I was straight. I still got to go back and do like blood work and stuff like that. But he said I was straight. But after the doctor's appointment, my wife, my son, and one of my daughters, we went to breakfast because we were hungry. And so we go to breakfast and, we walk in, have never been to this breakfast place before. We walked in and instantly pride flag. Now, I live in California. It's all around everywhere. Like you really can't get away from it. And to be honest with you, I could see right through it. It doesn't bother me. Like I can be in the presence of it. It doesn't bother me. But with children, I'm a little bit hesitant because I'm like, I don't want the confusion to get into their minds. So I'm very careful where I allow my children to enter. But it's Pride Month. So literally you walk outside your door, you go to a restaurant, you go to the beach, you do anything in California, there's pride flags everywhere during Pride Month. So it's kind of hard to get away from. But once again, I know the truth. My family knows the truth. I'm not going to stay in the house all day because it's Pride Month. We know the truth. All right. So anyway, pride flag. As soon as you walk in, whatever, I'm hungry. I'm not really thinking about it. I go sit down. We all sit down. We're eating. Had a couple calls, had a couple work calls. And next to us is like a wall with pictures. And it's like pictures of customers who were eating at the restaurant. And it said like, thank you to our wonderful customers. And there's all a bunch of pictures of customers eating in the restaurant. I looked at it, but I didn't really analyze it too deep because like, whatever, I'm hungry. I'm not really whatever. So I'm just eating. And then my wife looks at the wall and then she looks at me and then she looks back at the wall and looks at me. And she said, do you see that? And I said, what? She said, look down at the wall. And I looked down at the wall and I kid you not, there's a corner picture, just a big corner picture of two dudes tongue kissing like they do in those, I don't know how to explain it. They were tongue kissing and it was very vulgar, very graphic. And my daughter was like, she's 4. She looks, because me and my wife are both looking at the wall, and my daughter like looks and she's trying to figure out like what we're looking at. And then we quickly divert her attention so that she doesn't see what we're looking at. And then after that, shortly after that, thankfully I was already done with my food, which the food was actually good. I'm not going to lie. The food was good. I'm not going to go there again though. But quickly after that, I pay and we leave. And as we're walking to the car in the parking lot, I'm thinking, and I'm like, you know what? We make so many excuses for sin. Just in general, the world makes so many excuses for sin in general, but specifically during June. They make so many excuses that it's absolutely sickening. Because had it been a straight couple, a male and a female, just making out, like I can't explain. You remember that video that I made reacting to Lecrae when Lecrae was talking about in the Diddy party and like how they were doing it in the Diddy party, like hot and heavy in the Diddy party? It was like on that type of stuff. They were hot and heavy making out. Like you could see their tongues. It was disgusting. And I was just thinking, if it was 2 straight people, same setting, making out like that, ain't no way they would post that on the wall, knowing that families and children come into this restaurant not to be exposed to sexual stuff, but simply just to have a meal and to enjoy their time with their family and eat. So why during Pride Month, like, I don't know what I was trying to do. Why during Pride Month does the world make so many excuses for perversion? It doesn't make any sense. Going back to the Miss Rachel thing and going back to the Dylan Mulvaney thing. Why do we have to expose our children to this? They're children. They're innocent. They don't need to be exposed to this. Why are we going out of our way to sexualize children in this manner? What is the reason? What is the purpose? It is only going to instill confusion into their minds. Children are still trying to understand the world all around them, just the basic stuff. The basic stuff. My daughter is 4 years old, still puts her shoes on the wrong feet. She's still trying to understand the left shoe from the right shoe. You think she's going to be able to understand this dude dressed up as a lady in skirts and high heels getting nail paint and stuff like that? This brings me to another story. My wife was at the nail salon. She took my daughter as well to get her nails done. My wife tells me, hey, we were at the nail salon and there was this man who, was getting his nails and toes done. And if you're one of those people, if you're a dude and you like to get your, I'm not talking about like get like painted and stuff like that. Like if you like to go to the nail salon and just like, get them clipped and whatever you do, then go ahead and do that. I'm talking about there was a man at the nail salon getting like press on nails and paint and the glitter and the flowers and all that type of stuff. All that type of stuff. And my daughter turns to my wife and says, Mommy, boys are not supposed to get their nails done like that. What is he doing? It's almost as if we have to like shelter our kids and never expose them to the world. But me and my wife often have conversations of like, you know what? We're not always going to be here. I don't think the solution is to shelter our children. I think the solution is Jesus, because our children, they need a foundation of truth. They need a foundation of truth. Go watch the last video I just posted, the Lil RT video, the video I think it's like most famous gangster rapping 8-year-old finds Jesus. Go watch that video because it relates closely to what we're talking about right now. But oftentimes me and my wife have a conversation of our children need a foundation of Jesus, because there's going to come a point in time where we're going to be dead and gone. We're not going to be on this earth, but our children are still going to be here. So we can't hide them from the world. We have to give them the tools. We have to give them the wisdom, the discernment, the truth to be able to navigate this sinful world that we live in, and to be able to discern right from wrong, good from evil, especially in a world that keeps twisting and flipping those two concepts. Let me know what you think. Get in my comments, like this video. I'm out, y'all.